All right, y'all. So I felt guided to get on here and give a message. I just feel like it's about moving forward towards something. I've been getting these messages a lot lately of just moving towards. Um, oh wow, I got like two decks with me right now of moving towards your future, right? Bringing your future into the present, and in order to do that, you have to really presently be focused and be very disciplined about what it is you're doing, right? Every step that you take, every moment right now matters towards your future. I'm getting, it's kind of like an urgency. The Tower and the Knight of Cups, right? I feel like you're being called to really put your heart and put your best foot forward into everything that you do, honestly, right? And at the bottom, I didn't even like shuffle this. I'm using the Tarot of the Divine, and I'm using the Starseed Oracle deck, right? I didn't shuffle this yet, but at the bottom is the big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I'm really getting this a lot. Like, I'm definitely tapping into my creative star seeds over here. And even if you aren't like really completely, like, you don't put your artwork out there or your creativity out there, I feel like you you might be a closeted creative. I'm here to tell you it's okay to step out of the closet. Come out, right? We need you. Like, we want more creativity, more inspired ideas, more relatableness, right? More people telling their stories and telling their visions and giving out their messages, right? Dreams can be very significant in this moment in time, right? You could be having a lot of dreams. Ace of Swords. You could be having a lot of dreams as of late, and those dreams really do mean something. Like, as I'm going through this whole message, I'm like getting my own like channel, my own confirmation. 313 as I say this. Ace of Swords stuff. Ooh, hold on. There's like there's a clearing. There's definitely a clearing of old stagnant energy. So let's tap into this. So I cut the deck. At the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune. This is a new cycle. This is like the beginning of the next chapter, right? I almost said the beginning of the end. The beginning of the ending of something. What is the ending of 10 of Coins? This is the beginning of the end. Let's keep going. What is oh my goodness, what's coming in? King of Swords energy just popped out on us. So this is really about 7 of Coins. This is about what you are investing your time and your attention into. I even see it's like who you're investing your time and your attention into, but also like ooh, the Star, right? I don't know if I should take reversals. Should I take reversals or not? I kind of want to, but I'm going to mention the reversal. I'm going to keep everything upright, but I'll mention like the adverse. Anything that comes out in reverse, I'll just mention like what I'm getting, right? I'm going to pull 4 more cards. I got 4 out right now. Okay, I got my 8 cards in total. Guys, actually what I'm going to do is flip the camera and show you guys everything that I have, and then we're going to discuss. So we have the King of Swords, we have the 7 of Coins, we have the Star, that one came out in reverse. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the Page of Coins, King of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Wands. Underlying energy is the Queen of Coins. Okay, so let's talk about the top row, right? The top row, it's kind of like it's the mindset of thinking about what you've invested in, especially when it comes to your wishes, right? Especially when it comes to your dreams with the Star card. And that kind of came out in reverse, right? I flipped it upright because I'm only going to take uprights. It's kind of like you've been contemplating on the time that you've spent investing into your dreams, and you probably did invest in your dreams at some point, but you know, you're probably at this point where it's like, I put so much time in and I put effort into my dreams and I keep doing it over and over, but I haven't seen results of it, right? And with the 8 of Cups, this energy is kind of like a walking away from disappointment, or feeling like you should walk away from what it is that you've been wishing for, what it is that you've been hoping for, right? With the Page of Coins and the King of Cups, I'm feeling as if you've invested, yeah, your time, you've invested some money as well, and you've invested just the hope that things will turn out the way you want them to. And I feel like right now you're in a moment, and I feel like this bottom row, the Page of Coins, King of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Wands, that's your energy currently, along with like the top row. But right now currently it's kind of like, you know what, maybe I should invest a little bit more properly, if that makes sense, right? Just maybe in the past you have invested, but maybe it wasn't with the star reverse, because it came out reverse at first. Maybe it wasn't, you didn't see the vision yet. You didn't see the full picture, right? With the going back to this big picture thinking right here, you didn't see the full picture of it. And I feel like you were surrounded by certain individuals. With this Eight of Cups, you were surrounded by certain individuals, certain environments that just really weren't aiding to the growth of your dreams in a way that you see them, right? They weren't aiding to the growth of your career the way you see it, right? This could also be a relationship too, but I'm getting money. We talking career, we talking endeavors, right? I'll get into the love later, but right now we talking about the progression of your life, the progression of your dreams, your legacy, period, right? And with the Fool and the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're feeling like you should just go for it. Like you should just speed off into the distance, going towards this new beginning, right? With the Fool and the Knight of Wands, it's kind of like you're going with it's giving fish energy, right? It's giving water, and then it's giving fire. And we know what happens when you combine water and fire. You get a lot of steam, right? Steam can fog up your vision now. So I feel like with this Queen of Coins underlying energy, it's kind of saying, hold on. Make sure when you are about to like embark on this Fool's energy of saying, you know what, fuck it, like it's kind of like, you know, king of cups into the Fool, into the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like, you know what, emotionally I'm able to handle this. I'm stable right now. I won't allow any failures to hold me back from chasing that dream. So I'm deciding I'm gonna release any old feelings of maybe I'm not enough, maybe I can't do it, and I'm gonna go into that Fool energy and say, you know what, let's do it either way, and be very passionate about it and go full speed ahead with the passions, right? With this Queen of Coins energy, it's saying you can do that, but there has to be something solid. There has to be something stable, right? You want to make sure when you do go into this next chapter, when you do go into that Fool's energy of taking those leaps, taking those risks, right? Or just even beginning again, right? You want to make sure that you have the solid foundation to begin again. And with this Queen of Coins and this is underneath it, the World, along with Judgment. You know, I'm getting that it's kind of like Spirit saying, yeah, it's about time you decide that you're going to just do it, right? You're just going to go for it and really be stable about it too. Maybe in the past you did go for your endeavors, your dreams, but maybe you weren't mentally and emotionally aligned with what it is that you see for yourself, right? Maybe it was like, yeah, I want to do it, but like, what is the big picture of it? And look, the Five of Pentacles in the Tower, it's kind of like you did feel a bit separated from yourself at some point when it came to your goals. And then there was this whole like lightning moment of, you know what, maybe I need to let go of that kind of mindset. Ace of Cups at the bottom. So I'm curious to know if there is, what should I clarify? I kind of want to clarify the King of Swords, but this Fool energy is calling me, right? But the King of Swords, I mean, even with the King of Swords, I could say it just as much as this, the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, this is kind of like agreeing with yourself that, you know what, you're going to be very diligent. You're going to be purposeful when it comes to taking your next steps. You're going to take those steps with intentions. Like, look at this King of Swords card, by the way. You're going to be intentional when you take those next steps. It looks like a phoenix. You're going to be very intentional, and you're going to allow yourself to rise. You're going to allow yourself to be, right? You're going to allow yourself to I want to say be free, but also be authentic, be real, be ignited. With the Seven of Coins, be ignited, right? Even celebrate. 909, as I said this, celebrate with those who are also on that same path as you, right? Be around your peers who also see the vision, who also see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think this is going to be a part 2. This is definitely going to be a part 2. I'm going to clarify the Star. Let's clarify the Star, because the Star came out reverse, but I flipped it up, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, ooh, Page of Swords. At the end of the day, you know, there's multiple meanings of how we can interpret these cards, but still, I still want to make sure I interpret it in a way where, you know, it's understood, but also it touches base on all the possibilities, right?